What is going on, guys? So welcome to my new mobile office. This is weird, but this is nice. I hope this works out. So in the future, I have a office where I don't have to wake up the girls. I could do this at the free time when they're napping. Anyway, this is the 25th anniversary of Sienna. I want to talk about today in this video how we got our Sienna earlier than anticipated. Now, this video is not to boast or anything like that. I just hope that maybe our situation applies to other dealerships that you have deposits with. But for the most part, this is for people who are on the wait list at MSRP, but you're far away from, you're far away from getting your Sienna allocated, even a year out, as in our situation a few months ago. The long story short, if you guys don't want to stay for the video, we're on a wait list for 1 year. However, we inquired about the 25th anniversary. And from here, we got kind of bumped up from the end of the list on the LE and the XLE lists to the beginning of the list because we apparently were only the first one to inquire about it, and we became the first on the list. Now, it's not only for 25th anniversary. Based on our dealership, A1 Toyota, definitely shout outs to them. You could go ahead and get their information from the description down below. But apparently they have a different wait list for the XSE, meaning that it might not be a different one, but if you inquire about XSE, many people want the LE and the XLE, not the Sport Tune suspension one. So then from there, you might get that earlier as well. So I hope that's helpful. I just want to go ahead and just talk about a few stats from here. Strictly the Sienna. The Sienna waitlist is long. Resale values on this in 2022 or at the middle to end of 2022 it's insane. It is bonkers. Why? Because some people are flipping the LEs that they got for high 30s, 40s after taxes for almost 50K. I saw this one Sienna 25th anniversary resell for 70 used. Now, to talk about our timeline in specific, we spoke about how we were planning on getting the RAV4 Prime as a family car for our next family car, but eventually the 7500 wasn't applicable to us after the Inflation Reduction Act passed, meaning that we didn't get our allocation before the act passed, and we're not getting the 7500. So we decided to go ahead and jump ship from a RAV4 Prime waitlist to the Sienna waitlist. And our dealership warned us that the Sienna is actually 10 to 12 months out, even longer than the 6 to 8 months for the RAV4 Prime. Now, again, all this is basically MSRP dealerships. If you're willing to go ahead and drop additional dealer markups and pay the additional price, then this is all moot point to your situation, right? So from there, I said, hey, let's go ahead and do it. We'll get on the list, but we want a XLE. So we decided XLE was based on our budget, the most feasible, the one that makes most sense. A few weeks later, I heard about the 25th anniversary edition, and from there I gave my dealership a quick call, or a quick text actually, and from there they're saying, hey, you're first on the list, don't worry. I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and switch my name to that particular 25 AE list. So from here, I got basically slingshotted from the end of the list to the beginning of the list because it was different. This is all pure luck, to be quite honest, very good timing. And from there, there was a slight bump in the way, meaning that there is a platinum trim allocation. Someone's waiting for that. However, they were waiting for more than a year for that. And since they placed their deposit a few months before me, they actually had priority for the 25th anniversary. And they inquired about that too, so they got priority. So we were bumped from first to second, and I was very discouraged. My wife was like, she was discouraged too, but she wasn't as into the whole, the allocation standpoint of it. She still thought that we could go ahead and just order it. And the 25, she didn't really, she understood it, but she's like, plus twin mom, she has a lot to juggle. But anyway, I was most disappointed because I didn't think that the A1 Toyota will get additional allocation. So 1 out of 2,525, I was afraid that, we couldn't get dibs on any at all. So fast forward to a few weeks after, everything works for a reason. Everything definitely works out for a reason, or happens for a reason, because the allocation for the first driver, or the platinum driver, the platinum trim allocation, his was only front wheel drive. So we definitely we wanted white. We could do silver, but we wanted white, we wanted ottomans, and we definitely needed all wheel drive, especially in the Northeast. It ended up the second allocation for the A1 Toyota for us was an all-wheel drive trim. So we were beyond excited. We put it definitely, he's like, do you want it? Yes, we definitely put our name on it. And kind of the rest is history. Now, November 2022, and then we waited December 2022, and that's when I cross-shopped the R, not cross-shop, I shopped the R, and then eventually I sold it to CarMax. A sad day, but I got that taken care of the whole month of December. January 2023 just hit, and from there, the car was put into production right after New Year's, and then at the end of January, the car was delivered. It was on ground at the A1 dealership, and that's when we picked it up, as you can see from my previous videos. And here I am, making a video out of the Sienna. And I guess, again, all based on luck. But I kind of want to talk about the pricing wise, and is it worth it? For us, I think it is. But, well, here are the specific numbers, the exact numbers. Now, the XLE MSRP as of right now for 2023, maybe late 2022, give or take 43,445. But that's not the end. You definitely need to go ahead and option out these packages for the XLE. We wanted the XLE Plus package, and it placed the MSRP at 47,290. A little bit more, a little bit less, but around there. Versus the 25th anniversary edition, as it comes all optioned out, unfortunately, right? The MSRP for the 25 AE was 51,348. Now, MSRP for a regular anniversary edition, I believe, is, how much is that? I think it's only 47,000 and change. So overall, the grand total was a $4,000 difference, right? For XLE optioned out versus the 25th anniversary optioned out. So for this $4,000, is it worth it? In my personal opinion, yes, because I got the Sienna earlier. However, if people are not in a hurry to go ahead and get it, then definitely go ahead and wait for the LE and XLE packages or the trims. But our spec, the best case scenario for us was to go ahead and get this car in white, because it only comes in windshield pearl or celestial silver. So those are the two colors. We definitely need an all-wheel drive, and we wanted the ottomans right here. But the only way I could justify getting the 25th anniversary is the fact that, again, based on my car history, my car ownership history, I really do like more rare cars, or less in production cars, that I could, as rare as I could afford in a way, because I do want to feel kind of unique on the road. However, I don't really want to blend in. However, it's kind of ironic talk, because this car is white, you blend in with all the white minivans out there. But making this being a 25th anniversary edition, again, 1 out of 2,525, if you really look into it, it's not much different than an XSE with black badges. And besides the 25th anniversary badge in the back, and some carpeted floor mats, and some 25th anniversary key fob covers, it's not much. No one's gonna see all the interiors as, hey, you got a lot of, this is XSE with limited features. No one's gonna see that. But I'm completely happy with this 25th anniversary right now. I know for a fact that my family loves it as well. They're very excited. And the thing is, what's really a game changer are the power folding mirrors. If I got an XLE or even an XSE without the power folding mirrors, getting into our driveway would be a hassle, meaning that I have to go out and fold the mirrors manually and then go straight into the driveway. The car's width is a whopping 93 inches with the mirrors folded out. And our driveway is exactly 92 inches, 93 inches max. So it's just a really tight squeeze. So I definitely, with the power folding mirrors, it helps out a lot. I'll still have to go ahead and go in really slow, but imagine it without the power folding mirrors. Let's say in the future, when the market dies down or settles down, you could go ahead and get the LE, XLE, or whatever car you want. You could kind of play the game again, meaning that how close can you get to invoice, or how much percentage did you get off MSRP? We're not at that state yet, but in 2023, I think production is starting to ramp up with the Siennas. So all these markups from other dealerships pretty soon won't happen, or cross your fingers, hopefully not, right? But I think given that this is a limited feature or limited model, even in a market where it's not, there's no, if there's no markups, most dealerships will be like, hey, we're selling at MSRP, so forth, and they'll try to throw in that this is only 25. So for the most part, in a normal market, I think dealerships will charge MSRP for this type of trim anyway. So it's not like I'm overpaying. You might get a little bit percentage off in the future if this, in the same situation, but I don't think by much. And I spoke about this in my last video, I think the 25th anniversary is also something very meaningful to me, because I know for a fact that growing up in high school, we were in my father's Sienna XLE, the first generation XL40, in the silver spruce metallic, front wheel drive, captain's chairs, all gray, interior. It's silver outside, but it looks like green, it has a greenish tint. Anyway, we spent a lot of time in that. So 23 years after, we have a family of our own. I'm a papa, and from here, I think, this is more than relevant to us, and it just means something really special. So here it is, 25th anniversary. Thank you for listening. So here it is. I hope this video was helpful. Just to recap again, if you could find a dealership at MSRP, try to ask them whether or not they have a separate wait list for the XSE, or maybe even a limited. And from there, you kind of skip the line. In my situation anyway, for my particular dealership, A1 Toyota, you might be able to skip the line from the LE and XLE from the end all the way to maybe pushing you up, slingshot you up to the front of the line. Now, having said that, there should be a couple of 25th anniversaries still out there. And that might be something that you guys would want to consider at this time right now, see if they still have any units out there that's not being marked up. And again, I really hope this video was useful, and thank you for listening to our story, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.